Hi, my name is Mark O'Brien. I'm the founder of Warman O'Brien back in 2017, and I've been in recruitment for, coming up to 19 years now.
Hiya, I'm Caroline O'Brien. I'm Operations Director here at Warman O'Brien.
Hi there, I'm Charles Seeley. I'm the Director of Life Sciences here at Warman O'Brien, and I look after people development, client engagement and helping to grow the business.
Hi there, my name's Amy and I'm an Executive Search Consultant at Warman O'Brien.
Hi, my name's Tom. I'm a Senior Biometrics Consultant at Warman O'Brien and I specialise in programming.
Hi, I'm Jo Fornatari. I'm a Principal Consultant working within Statistical Programming. I've been with the company for 2 years next month. I joined Mark and Caroline as the first employee of Warman O'Brien. It's completely different to everything I'd done before. There was so much to learn. It was really, really interesting.
My first day working at Warman O'Brien was a very strange eye-opener. I suppose it was very much a start-up business, so we didn't have any infrastructure in place. It was finding out, for me, what a recruiter actually does on a day-to-day basis, as well as sort of founding a business, starting up a business. So anything from the IT side of things, getting systems up and running, to generally paying the bills and keeping track of finances and budgets.
Yeah, so I was one of the original team, and so consequently I've seen the company grow in the last year to where we are now and move into these fantastic offices. So first day, yeah, it was interesting. There was a lot to learn, and I would say there was quite a lot to learn for a good 3 to 6 months. I am a recruiter. I've come from a recruitment background, but I used to work in high street recruitment. So I decided that I wanted to specialise, and this was an area of interest to me. So I was very fresh when I came in.
So my first day we were in a much smaller office, not far away from here in Twickenham. I wouldn't describe it as like a shed, but it was definitely not quite the same as what we have here. I've known Mark though for sort of 10 years previously to that. I used to work with him at a very large corporate company, so I knew what I was going into beforehand.
My first day working here at Warman O'Brien, it was a lot different to my previous company. I worked at a previous recruitment company in London, but here at Warman O'Brien, it's only been going for just coming up to 4 years. It was really good fun. It was really interesting. It just shows how much we've grown with this office now. But it was mainly just making sure I was comfortable with the systems, getting an idea. Well, Mark was getting an idea of how I work and how he would like things to be done, trying to find out a good working relationship.
How the recruitment process works here is consultants come in and they're straight on the phones working with candidates primarily. There's a number of different candidate attraction methods we use to find specific candidates, whether it be job boards, advertising, using our database primarily. A big method of what we tend to do is actually referrals. We do offer a refer a friend scheme as well, so that's quite important. But a big majority is actually being proactive, sourcing candidates, whether it be headhunting candidates who are not actively looking. But a big part of it also is we do try and get consultants to go to conferences as well.
It's essentially a puzzle. So you have clients on the one hand who are looking for candidates, and you have candidates who are looking for jobs. Within a lot of industries, you tend to find that there are more candidates than there are jobs. However, within life sciences, if you can imagine, not everybody goes to university and thinks, I want to study bioinformatics and cell and gene chemistry. It just doesn't happen. So what we find is there's a lot more jobs than candidates. So quite often we will be expanding our networks, looking to understand and speak with specialists within this area to highlight their skills and bring their skills to a number of different clients. So they will always have multiple opportunities on the table for them.
As a principal consultant, I work with a small selection of clients and aim to source candidates for a variety of positions within statistical programming. So the types of roles that I fill range from Programmer 2, which isn't an entry-level role, it's very much sort of a 2-year experienced statistical programmer, so somebody perhaps that's graduated and then worked usually within one organisation to gain sort of experience in statistical programming, right up to sort of associate director level. So usually the career path for a statistical programmer is to progress from a statistical programmer to a senior programmer to a principal programmer. Then there's usually areas such as management, line management, client management, and then naturally associate director.
Warman O'Brien is a very family-oriented company, hence the founders of the company, myself and my wife, but we definitely want to get that balance between having a family feel, but also, you know, we are very high performing as well. So, but it's just making sure people are relaxed when they come into the office, didn't feel like they're at home themselves. There's not that stuffy environment, maybe a corporate city type of environment. So we definitely want to emphasise that within people who want to work for us, but also give them that flexibility, obviously working from home a couple of days a week as well.
The work-life balance it's really important to us. I came from quite a high-pressured industry background where the work-life balance is sometimes difficult to manage, and obviously having a child ourselves, we want to be there as much as we can for him. I like to do the school runs and make sure that anyone here who has kids and wants to do that can also do that. Super important to get to sports days and nativity plays and that side of things, just from a family perspective for us. But we want everyone to fully appreciate the fact that work isn't everything. You don't need to be in the office hours and hours and hours a day. It's making sure that the hours that you're here you use well. So yeah, work-life balance is really important, and we do try and make sure that everyone does leave the office at a reasonable hour.
Facilities here for work and relaxation 100% are here. You know, you've got all the resources that you've got that you need to do your job. So whether it's LinkedIn or the database, job boards, you know, how it's all interpreted data-wise on the system, all the information is there. You know, so on the work point of view, 100%. For me, if I don't do my job, it's purely down to me. As long, you know, the training is there, the help is there. You just need to be proactive in getting it there. You know, if you've got an issue, say you've got a problem, you need advice. Socially, you know, we've got a ping pong table as well. You know, it's social stuff after work is really good. Sometimes we have a couple of drinks on even a Thursday, Friday evening after work. You know, there's incentives as well, so there is good social stuff to go along with as well. If it's not the incentives, obviously we hit targets, but there's always an end of quarter drinks. You know, it's yeah, 100% is good work-life balance.
The environment is very friendly, it's very relaxed, although everyone is an expert in their field. I think the best thing about Warman O'Brien is everybody genuinely really likes each other, which is so important. We all get on with each other, we all have things sometimes in common but not in common. There's a massive difference in age groups and personal situations, but everybody genuinely, you know, I believe really like each other, and there's always someone to have a chat with. It's very, very social. You know, we randomly go out for lunch with different people. You don't just kind of sit in your teams. So yeah, so it's a really, really nice environment.
I really enjoy the people I work with. I'm very much an advocate of you should enjoy going into work. I know a lot of people have like a Sunday night fear where they just don't want to go into work on a Monday. I don't really get that. I don't mind coming up and getting in. I get in early, and we're quite flexible with how we do things. So I'm out the door every day at 5, and I always try and boot other people out because I want them to go and enjoy their lives. Like, we shouldn't be here just to work. It's not why we're on the earth, right? We're on the earth to enjoy ourselves. So it's kind of that enjoyment, that sense of we're all together in it that I like the most.
The work-life balance at Warman O'Brien is, I would say it's good. I mean, we do work hard. There's no doubt about it, and I think if you work in recruitment, you have to take the rough with the smooth in the sense that sometimes you are going to have to work a little bit longer than normal. But, you know, I tend to get in very early in the morning, and most of the time I will leave, you know, on time. So I have children as well, so it's important to me, you know, when you're working in sales, that you have got that work-life balance around a family. To work from home has been really, really beneficial.